Hola guys and girls, and welcome to the GBA Team Builder for week 12, the last week of the season, and we are facing OldManTup, coach of the Pittsburgh Pirattatas, currently going 0-11 through the season, so he is currently winless, and of course we want to keep that streak on for him. Like you all probably know, I am out of playoff contention because of last week's loss and Gator 1 with Chimpact. That means I have no chance of reaching playoffs anymore. There's like no small mathematical chance even, so I am literally out. Tup was out a long time ago, so basically this match does not mean a lot. But why I want to take this match still seriously is because, first of all, you don't want to be the first guy to give the winless guy a win. Like, I'm not that nice and merciful. If I can bully an old man, I will bully him into the ground and giving his 12th loss for the season. Like, Tup either way wouldn't be happy with a loss like that. He's a very proud man, just as myself. And if I'm able to win, I will have at least a 6-6 record, depending on how I win, with a nice positive differential as well. And that basically means if I win, at least I got that I'm the best team which didn't make playoffs. As sad as it sounds, I would be basically the 9th place in the season, just through record. The very short away from being in the playoffs, depending on how Crimson and Tom play. I think if Crimson wins, I had no shot at it, but if Tom would actually win with Crimson, and I win with Tup as well, then I would actually make playoffs if I would be in the other conference. So, kind of unlucky as well there with conference matchup, but if Crimson wins, it didn't even matter either way. But yeah, quite the season we had in front of us, ups and downs, like just, they call it the last effect, and yeah, why not? I take that definitely, like win, loss. Through various occasions, we got hacks, we got all this good stuff, but yeah, all this in detail, I go more on the recap, so I don't want to talk about that too much. Now we focus on our last week match versus Tup. And his team consists of the Tapu Koko, the Staraptor, the Hydreigon, the Tangrowth, the Slowking, the Nidoking, the Hitmontop, the Chandelure, the Blissey, the Steelix, and the Cryogonal. So he made 2 changes to last week's match. He has the Steelix now, instead of, I actually forgot what he had there, but I think he didn't brought it, so that's not too big of a deal. And he has now the Staraptor over the Scizor, which I definitely do not like. I think he definitely will bring Staraptor because it has a very nice matchup with my team, and he likes Staraptor a lot. And Staraptor is a way bigger threat to me than Scizor, because I have to be more creative to stop a Staraptor than stopping a Scizor. Stopping a Scizor is pretty easy if you have Rotom Heat, but Rotom Heat is not a check to Staraptor, because Double Edge just 2-hit KOs it and then it's gone. So yeah, other than that, biggest threats on this team, of course the Tapu Koko, way too speedy, outspeeds my whole team, barring I bring a Scarfer, has all the coverage it needs and all the power with Electric Terrain boosted electric attacks, or Hidden Powers, Grass Knot, Brave Bird, U-Turn, Nature's Madness, all this good stuff. Last time we brought a Life Orb variant with Nature's Madness, Volt Switch Thunderbolt, U-Turn Thunderbolt, and I don't actually know, he didn't reveal the last move. I think it was Hidden Power Ice, Hidden Power Grass, something like that. I don't know, I don't remember anymore. This game is a long time ago, and of course I already played the match when I'm recording this, so yeah. Then they got the Hydreigon and the Nidoking, both very, very scary offensive threats. They have the coverage to potentially run through my team if I do not prepare for them. Hydreigon and Nidoking, of course, they're fairly easily revenge killed by my team, but it's very difficult to switch in. So they're not, like, they probably won't sweep me unless I make a mistake or he makes an insane prediction, he's Scarf and something like that. But they will be able to wall break my team if I get a fairer matchup in and I have to switch into them or sack them on, which is in front. Always difficult decision to make, but like I said, I can pretty easily revenge kill them, but switching into them is a very hard task, which my team struggles a lot with. Defensively, he has, of course, the Regenerator Core in Slowking and Tangrowth. Last time I brought a Crawdon, which could have pretty easily run through it. It didn't have to. Like last time we faced off, I got a very good amount of hacks in my favor, which quickened the game a lot. So I can't really tell like how the match would have went without that, because I got a very, like, this was probably the most haxiest match in my favor I had this season. So you can't really tell like how would your team perform with that. If you got a good amount of hacks, then you just kind of play and win. So yeah, that's what happened last time. But yeah, then the Blissey is most likely still the most annoying threat to take down. My prime attackers are all special attackers. Of course, I got a second fighting type now in Heracross, which might make him not bring it, but still, Blissey is going to be a pain to take down. Like, even a close combat from Heracross, oh wait, it will OHKO it, it's not Chansey. But yeah, it will OHKO it, same with Lucario. But all my special attackers can't really touch it. Beat my Magiana, beat my Latios, beat my Diego, beat my Primarina, I beat my Rotom. A lot of my mons just can't deal with a Blissey. And can't really use setup on it because I need the counter for something else, but we go over that once we go over my team. But yeah, that's basically his team. Biggest threats: Tapu Koko, Nidoking, Hydreigon. Defensively, the Regenerator Core and Blissey, and then you got some other ones I have to prepare for. Chandelure can be a threat if you do not prepare for it. Then we got the, what did I forget? The Hitmontop, which he brought last time to check my Crawdont. He wanted to check it defensively with, like he was switching it in a lot, even though it was offensive. It's a good offensive check because Mark Punch out-prioritized my Aqua Jet, and I of course died to that. That's not really switching, so if he brings Hitmontop again, I will most likely predict it to switch into my Crawdon, and I can basically KO with a Crab Hammer, because Hitmontop does not take it very well. If he's offensive, he does, even through Intimidate, it is to hit KO'd with Crab Hammer. If he's defensive, it will, I think, free Crab Hammer, so not a very good switch in, so I can predict that around that. And then he has the Steelix, he might bring that, he's a very big fan of Steelix, so I have to prepare for that as well. And Cryogonal, I don't really see coming, I have a lot of Cryogonal switch-ins, and things we just killed Cryogonal, so yeah, no Cryogonal, I'm sorry, there will be no Cryogonal coming. But yeah, that is his team. Now going over mine. First up, we got Crawdaddy right here, the exact same Crawdon from last time. Last time I couldn't really show off its mixed capabilities to break through Tangrowth and Slowking. Of course, Slowking gets destroyed by Knockoff, and every variant of Tangrowth dies to the combination of Knockoff and Ice Beam. So if he brings Physical Defensive Tangrowth to be switched into Crawdon, and he does not have the Hitmontop again, Knockoff plus Ice Beam will kill every Tangrowth. It doesn't matter if he's the Archie Barrier, will get knocked off. If he is as an Assault, that will get knocked off. Actually, the item will get knocked off, and then even if he's max specially defensive, then the knockoff damage will of course be higher, and then Ice Beam kills it afterwards. I could have run Sludge Wave for more power, then I would need the life of, then I could have run the Expert Bell to KO Tangrowth, but I wanted Ice Beam there to hit the Hydreigon potentially harder, because that is of course switch in if he runs to take a knockoff or Crab Hammer to resist both my stabs. So that could potentially be a switch in, and if you switch into an Ice Beam, it will of course do a lot to that thing. Sludge Wave wouldn't do as much, so yeah, that's what I got Crawdon here. Speed right there is there just so I can outspeed basically everything else defensive monster, so he doesn't surprisingly outspeed me, and I do outspeed a no-speed Chandelure if he wants to bring like a bulky Chandelure for my Margiana, because he resists both stabs, something like that. That's what I can outspeed as well, but yeah, that's basically Crawdon with the Life Orb, just 4 attacks, wall breaking, Crawdon, you know the deal. Next up, we got Road to Meme. I mean, in general, if you look at my team, I bring the same 6 mons I brought last time with him. Just the sets changed a bit, actually on only 2 mons, but we go over that once we see them. We got Rotom right here. Last time it was physically defensive with the Rocky Helmet for the Scizor. This time a physically defensive Rotom won't do the trick because he doesn't have Scizor anymore, of course, and like I said, Staraptor is not really stopped by that because he can just click Double Edge. The only resistance I have to flying in my team is the Margiana and the Rotom. And what else? Do I have a rock type? And the Neolego. Neolego and Margiana are both as well. The Double Edge has the same power as them, and Double Edge is immune to Rotom Heat. So this he has no reason to ever click Brave Bird. He can just click Double Edge and hit everything for same damage or even more damage. So that's why Rotom Heat is no switch into Staraptor, because it's 2-hit KO by Double Edge. Scarf Reckless Double Edge, 2-hit KOs defensive Rotom, so I can't have that as my immediate answer to that. If he's Choice Bandit, it will of course do way more. This time I have a special defensive variant to take on the Tapu Koko better. Last time he brought the Nature's Madness variant with like 3 special attacks, so this Rotom will be able to chew hits for days with that. I have the Hidden Power Ground to get consistent damage on that. Of course, Overheat will do more to a Koko, but if I have Hidden Power Ground, I don't have to predict him around switching Chandelure in, for example, on Flash Fire and stuff like that, and I can hit that with Hidden Power Ground as well. Because of Split Death, I can take on the Chandelure as well with Hidden Power Ground, and Hidden Power Ground I take in the Nidoking as well, which is one of his special attackers, so that's why I have that. If I can pick him off of Overheat, I'll probably do that, but I want to have something more consistent, at which I can just click more often with the Tapu Koko like Hidden Power Ground, and I don't have to break too much Rock Switch ins if he has the Chandelure, for example. Then I go with Volt Switch for Momentum, and Overheat just there to hit for stuff like the Tangrowth, for example, which I wouldn't be able to hit with just Volt Switch and Hidden Power Ground, and then Pain Spit for Recovery, same with Leftovers. Special defensive Rotom with Hidden Power Ground, not too much to talk about it. Then next time, exact same mon, once again, Choice Scarf Tornadus, enough speed to outspeed Max Speed Cryogonal, so even a Choice Scarf Cryogonal will be outsped by this Tornadus. Hurricane, Superpower, Sludge Wave in U-turn. U-turn, of course, there for Momentum. Hurricane, my main stab. Superpower there for the Blissey, and Sludge Wave there to KO the Tapu Koko with the Sludge Wave. Yeah, that's basically it. Very straightforward. My main revenge killer of the team. U-turn for Momentum, and yeah, hopefully catch the Blissey with Superpower on the switch, because like I said, Blissey is a very big pain in the ass for this team, especially for this team a bit more than last time, because thing changed from last time, but we go over that once we see it. Next time we got Wit, and surprise, surprise, exact same set as last time. He still has Hydreigon. This is my best switch, and I have to Hydreigon. I still have the Aqua Jet with minus speed. I have still enough speed to outspeed a Blissey, so I can use Encore on that, because, like I said, Blissey is basically 1v1 Spring Arena every time, but if he goes for, like, Protect, Wish, Heal Bell, Stealth Rock, anything like that, I can Encore him into that and get a free switch into one of my threats, like mainly the Crawdont, and start wall breaking his team. So that's my pre-arenas for Aqua Jet today, because I got a decent amount of water weaknesses, which are faster than me, like the Chandelure, like the Nidoking, like the... No, these two are the main things I would want to hit with an Aqua Jet. That could be surprising, for example, with the Nidoking, which would KO me with like a Poison Jab or Sludge Wave or something like that. And an Aqua Jet, because 74 attack is decent, that's like 30% to it. So if I can pick him off if he's a bit weak or something like that, then that would be great. So that's why I have the Aqua Jet on this. Next time we have the Latias, which did not change as well. We have enough speed for Cryogonal with Soldew, Draco Meteor, Psyshock, Recover, and Defog. Not too much to talk about. I want to have a Hazard Remover because of my Rotom. I don't want to be my Rotom have been worn down a lot, and then Tapu Koko being a big problem to my team. I definitely want Hazard Removal, and looking at his team, Latias has a way better matchup than the Donphan. Of course, Latias, as well, stopped pretty much with Blissey. Even with the Soldew boost, Psyshock does not do a lot to Blissey unless he's like really max HP, max Spadef. Then I have a chance to do a decent amount of damage to it, but if he's just the max Spadef, max defense variant, then I won't be able to do a lot. Then Draco Meteor, of course, to break through everything else on his team. So is Soldew boosted, it's going to be very strong with this team, and yeah, mainly there for hazard removal. It's my best check or switch into the offensive switch in, that is to the Nidoking as well, if I want to protect an Earth Power, something like that. Rotom, of course, is my more safer switch in, but it can't just straight KO with Hidden Power Ground. Rotom is not strong enough for that. This Latias, on the other hand, can just OHKO with Psyshock, so that's my best offensive check to the Nidoking, because depending on the set, Aqua Jet from my Crawdon won't be able to OHKO it, so yeah, Psyshock is the very safer variant than that. Next up, we got the second Mondridge change on my team, which is the Magiana. Kind of physically defensive, 50 Rocky Helmet, Flash Cannon, Overseer, Volt Switch, and Pain Split. This thing is there to be my switch into the Staraptor. With this investment I have right here, I am not 2-8 KO'd by a Choice Bandit, Adamant, Reckless, Double Edge after Rocks. He can't 2-8 KO me, and then I can just go for Volt Switch, basically killing the Staraptor or get momentum on the switch, or see it there to hit the stuff like the Celix, for example, because with only Flash Cannon and Volt Switch I wouldn't be able to hit that, and then Flash Cannon as my main stab option, and not Dazzling Gleam, because Flash Cannon hits a bit more on his team, like, for example, the Nidoking, and Nidoking is a huge threat to my team, so I wanted to have something to hit that as well. And then Pain Split is there for the case that he is Choice Bandit, and he's going to be very strong. And he has the Blissey, for example. I can heal up a lot of damage on the Blissey. Just go for Pain Split, I'm basically back at full health, because Blissey is such a huge HP stat, so that's my main form of recovery. I have Rocky Helmet on that to wear down the Staraptor with Recoil and U-turns, which of course are crowd resistant, so Magiana is going to be my main way of dealing with the Staraptor, at least defensively. Offensively, I first have to check if he's Scarf, if he's Choice Bandit, is he still Scarf, or something like that, has he Quick Attack, all this good stuff. I have to scout around, but Magiana is going to be my first answer to the Staraptor. But yeah, that's in general my team. Like you saw, not a lot changed. Not a lot changed. I bring a very similar team than last time. Basically, only 2 mons changed, and that is mainly because like last time, the win was mainly due to hacks, so I couldn't really show off my team, or my team didn't really work the way I imagined it. I just kinda won. Like, that's basically how I feel about it. I just I clicked the move, I got the hacks in my favor, and then, I mean, why do I have to predict or follow my plan if I just can win like that? So that's why I'm bringing a very similar team like last time. And yeah, that's basically it. I hope we can pull through versus Tup. Like I said, I'm taking this match this serious. I'm not feeling memeing around. If I don't want to end with a 5-7 record, I'd rather have a 6-6 record and can at least tell the people, yeah, if I would have never counter runs, I would have made playoffs, or potentially just I was the best team, which did not make playoffs. So yeah, even though it's only a little help, my ego takes everything it gets at this point, so I don't really have much of a choice there, but yeah, that is the team. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. How do you think we will fare versus Tup? Will he bring everything on the table right here because he wants to have this one win, or do you think he just goes in memeing and stuff like that? Either way, I am excited for the match tomorrow. I hope you as well for the upload, and yeah, that's all from me. I will see you another time.